Happy Halloween, everybody. I'm the Charbox Gamer, and welcome back to Scooby-Doo Nights of Under Frights. Good news! My little worry about the video being zoomed in last episode was all for naught, as it came out normal. So we're good on that. Now, that does bring me into a subject I want to talk about. See, I did mention that there is a project that I'm coming up with, a segment that I'm adding to my channel. The thing is, I can't really share much about it without, spoiling anything, but the main point is Scooby-Doo was going to be a part of the segment. But if I'm doing it right here, right now, it feels kind of pointless that I'm going to do it again. So, for that segment, I think All Achievement Run would be a good video series to go with. I'm just going to give you the spoiler right now. I missed some. There are certain levels around that just drive me crazy. You can't go through this way because it's locked. Specifically from the other side. Good luck trying to get through. Good luck trying to make that jump, you nerd. Anthony, I thought you said your platforming got better over the years. I thought that too. Apparently not. Let's see, does it come back? Oh, it does not come back. Oh boy. Alright, well, this does add something that I want to say. So, currently we're playing on the softcore settings. Softcore settings give me the ability to save a state and then load it whenever I mess up. Granted, this time around when I was playing Scooby-Doo, being the first game that I was going through, I didn't know about that setting. In fact, I left it alone for a good chunk of games I've been playing. Get it? Oh, that would have been cool if you got it, man. But there is another setting called Hardcore Mode. Hardcore Mode just takes that save state away. Meaning that, hey, if you mess something up, you mess something up. You either A, try again, or B, load your game so you can get the achievement again. Which is probably going to what we have to do in the hardcore setting. So I'm thinking that when the next segment pops up and we're playing Scooby-Doo again, we play it on the hardcore setting and try to getting all the achievements. That way, it's at least a little more interesting. And we got it on the third time. Thank goodness. If we didn't, oh, that would have been embarrassing. I mean, not as embarrassing as the first time, but, oh, you little... I was fairly sure that I was high above the bat, but whatever. For that run, for that hardcore run, what are we gonna do? Other than getting all the achievements, no cheats, probably. No cheats. One, I think it will mess up with the achievements to begin with. And two, say it doesn't mess up the achievements and you unlock all the power-ups, because I'm pretty sure that was a cheat. If that happens, I'm pretty sure it glitch out or something. Like, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure something will glitch out.
It's the Headless Spectre.
And behold, the only painting that I've seen that does that. I don't know what other painting does that. It was just this one painting, I think. In fact, I seen another painting that looks similar to this painting. Texture-wise, design-wise, and when I saw it, I was convinced another monster was going to come out, because the creeper did that. But it never came out. I was like, well, what am I supposed to do? Why does it look like that? Like, I'll point it out later. It's later down the level, but you'll see what I mean. Like, you'll see what I mean. Like, you're going to see what I refer to, and I'm going to have to ask you when we see it, if you can't see what I'm talking about. I know that's kind of vague at the moment, but trust me. We'll get there. I say probably maybe this video, maybe not this video. If not this video, definitely the next video. There's also something else I want to point out. If you're looking around, I want you to notice the paintings. They have some nice artwork and a little bit of Easter eggs. Like one I saw was a depiction of Velma. Another one was a green ghost. I think that's the name of them.
Ruby snacks.
I'm a sucker for these little Easter eggs. And I am also a sucker for the names, like I already said. I think this is the level where I got caught by that fireplace a lot of times. He's just narrowing his eyes as he looks at Scoop eyeing the pit. He shakes his head. Disappointed. Like, Scoop, it was 5 Scooby snacks. You found them on the table at least. We could have bought them at the store for like $5. $20 you have to kill yourself for them. Oh God, I hate this impression. I cannot nail it. I'm trying. It's a little hard on the throat. Hold on. Yep. 23 years later, still gets me. On the bright side, we don't have to ever go and do that again. Speaking of, doing stuff again. Hey, THQ. You did great with the SpongeBob remaster. The rehydrated game was fun. It was nice and polished. Maybe a little love for Scooby-Doo Knights of 100 Frights. Just maybe a little love for the Great Dane, huh? We could come up with a name right here, right now. Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Refrights? No, that's stupid. If anybody has a better name than that, post it down below. I'll look at it. I'll like it. I'll at least know that somebody is probably more creative than my happy self. How much would you pay for a remaster for this game? How much would I pay? What if it were a port? Just like a port of the original. How much would that go for? Like, honestly, if it were just a port of the original, I might settle on like $10. $10 seems, good enough. Like, that feels kind of fair. But it depends on the port. See, if the port is trash, and the port is awful, like everything's broken, then no. That's my thing. The port has to at least work. I don't care if it looks janky with the graphics, if it's moving kind of janky, because, it's an old game. As long as I can play it, I almost missed that. As long as I can play it again, like I am right now, I honestly don't care. Which, begs the question, hey, if you're playing it right now, there's a lock on the other side, Anthony. What's up with you in this mansion, Anthony? Oh, I don't know. It's creepy and it's kooky, mysterious and spooky. It's all together ooky. This mysterious mansion, you see? That's a weird reference you had waiting to use, Anthony. It don't even make sense. The song got stuck in my head for a moment. Get off my back. It just got blurted out. Leave me alone. But getting back to the question I asked myself before I got distracted by a door being locked yet again. Why would I go for a port when I already had the game? Because I like it. I like the game. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Anyone else got the creeps from that dude? Like, both from the cartoon and in this game, like, he's just like a little off-putting. It's just some dude in a mask. I mean, yeah, that's all the monsters, but he's wearing a creepy mask. Plus, it sounds like he's chanting something at me, which, if you haven't heard what I said about Resident Evil 4, I was fine with the game until I got to the castle, where the enemies just start chanting at you. That scared the daylights out of me, weirdly enough. I know that doesn't seem like much, but I just want to point something out. I just want to give you the mental image. Imagine some dude chanting at you. They're slowly walking towards you. They're not running at you. They're not yelling at you. They're slowly creeping up on you, chanting. Doesn't that sound a little horrifying? Like, if they're running up at me, yelling out that they're gonna, beat me up, at least my brain can register it as a threat. Like, oh, they're definitely up to no good. I ought to protect myself. But when they're walking towards you calmly, chanting, it's all like confusing for the flight or fight response. Like, hey, is this dude cool or they're not cool? I need to know. I can't act unless I know. If I act without knowing and we get the message wrong and we hurt the dude, then we're the bad guy here. But if the dude's really trying to hurt us, then hey, we're just defending ourselves. Like, is it a weird thing to, be afraid of? Yes. Did I get distracted once again and not answer why? I'm pretty sure I gave you, like, I like the game. I'll pay $10 to play the game. That sounds like a fair price to me. Now, for a remaster of, a whole new game, them making it ground up. Man, games are getting expensive nowadays. People are going for like $70. Like, okay, look. I was kind of cool with it being around $50. on release, but then, you know, it gradually going lower. Dang it. But, you know, it gradually lowering the price as time goes on. You get why? I remember why I hated these enemies. But before I get off topic again, let me finish this subject before I move on, so I don't forget. Even back then, when most of video game that came out new was 50 bucks, even then, I was a little iffy with the price. Like, honestly, I didn't get games new unless for a couple reasons. Number one, it was a game that I already played from the past. You know, it's a sequel or something. And I like the series enough to actually pay that kind of money for a new game. Which happened every now and then. Not quite often, but it happened. Or, I messed up. Anyway, I think that's the only time I really bought a game new was if I knew the game already, or if a friend of mine told me about the new game and made it sound pretty cool, which happened every now and then. I like to say that, hey, my friend didn't steer me wrong, but there's a couple games that I just couldn't get into per se, and I had to call it quits, and I don't think I could get up there. I think I'm gonna have to die just to get this again, or go to the other room, one or the other. But $70 for a game. $70 for a game. I hope the game gives me a nice kiss first before I play that type of money. I hope the cashier that you bought the game from offers you a warranty free of charge for the amount of money you're putting down, because 70 bucks is just 30 bucks off from 100. And I have yet to play a game that's worth that amount of money. Even this game. Like, I love this game. Don't get me wrong. I love this game. But if you say, hey, 70 bucks for this game, you know what I say? Get out of your mind. You're crazy. Now, they remastered it. They made the game, you know, like SpongeBob SquarePants rehydrated. I'd say I'm willing to put down, like, I don't know. I guess 50, yeah, as a starting price, but I honestly wait until it gets lower, so I think the price I'll be willing to pay is like 30 bucks. I think that was the price of SpongeBob SquarePants Rehydrated when I went to buy it too. I saw that was on sale for 30 bucks. I was like, 30 bucks to relive my childhood. Shut up and take my money. Shut up and take my money. 30 bucks to relive my childhood? Worth it. I mean, that's even before we discuss about how they'll make the game different. Like, do they change the visuals? I mean, I'm not much of a guy that says, hey, graphics make a game. That's not my thing. But I could appreciate it when they put the love and effort into revamping graphics. And then, you know, there's the whole mechanics, how things work. I'm not saying that, look, the controls in this game, I feel are great. Oh. You see that picture, that one that moved? That was a picture I was referring to earlier. I think it might appear later on, because I remember there being a one that's more in the center of a wall later. But we'll see it later. We'll see it later, I think. Maybe. If not, that was a picture I thought was also going to come to life too, because it looked exactly like the Creeper's one, and what did his portrait do? It came to life. He popped out of it. I see that over there. I see that over there. Hold on. We got this. We got this. I think this one took me like several tries to get as a kid. Because again, my platforming was just awful. And I still fall off. Originally, when I would get the token, instead of going back like I tried just now, I would fall through the whole chandeliers and, you know, jump over here, but forget that noise. I decided just to fall down entirely, like a door. Why do these ones respond, but the Headless Horsemen do not? I think the witches gave me, like, a bit of a creep, too. Like, as a kid, the way they talked just, like, weirded me out. Like, just gave me bad vibes. Is that not all the Scooby snack? I guess not. What part are we in? Oh. How many parts are there? This the last one? Part 3? I think it might be the last one. I'm not sure. I know it loops around, though. As a kid, that confused me a bit, but when I replayed it, I was like, oh, I see. Like, I kept going in circles because I kept going back to the previous room, like a door. See, right there. See that picture moving? I swear, I remember you from the show. I did not like the character in the show. The monster in the show. I think he had like a squeaky voice. Like, he had a very unsettling voice, and that scared me. And I know I say that a lot, but I'm just... There's two of them. There's two of them. Come on, you see how they're moving? You see how they're jumping around? What was the other picture that jumped around did? The monster came out. Come here, let's go. Like, I think I don't remember the episode. All I remember is that they were in the mystery machine. Dude pops up scaring them. Had like a very squeaky voice, I think. Maybe not. I could be misremembering. All I know is that I remember that guy giving me a little bit of a scare as a kid. And then seeing his portrait again as a kid, I kind of locked up. Like, is he going to come out? Is he going to pop out? Like, it looks very similar to the Creeper's portrait, and he popped out. Why not this guy? Right? Alright, so we press this button, we did a little loop. If you notice, we're in the same room that it began in, and you don't want to go through this door, otherwise you have to go back and do the whole room again. But I know that already, so we're just gonna ignore that entirely and keep going. You would not believe how long it took Kid Me to figure that out. I mean, yeah, I was 5. Definitely not the brightest kid growing up. But still, the amount of time it took me to figure out that I was going in circles because I kept going through the exit of that one level made me feel like kind of a dingus at the time. I'm glad growing up that I didn't have a brother or sister, because if they saw why I was struggling, I would have never heard the end of it. I would have never heard the end of it for how ridiculous amount of time it took me just to figure out that I was going in a circle. And if I remember correctly, this path down here takes us back to the start. You don't see me. Yeah, that's right. Walk away. Ignore my bunny slippers. Ignore the lampshade that I'm wearing. It's you. Hey, what's up? I wonder if he saw my past. It's like, hey, you're going in circles. Nah, really? I didn't notice, and you're teleporting. We're not going through that door. We have no reason to go through that door. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna get to a nice place to call a break before we continue through the rest of the mansion. Want to be careful not to hit that. I remember those killing me a lot as a kid too. Like, anything that was a hazard kind of got me. Funny enough, I think that dude, yeah, I was about to call him Headless Horseman. I think this dude's the only enemy that I never got scared of. Oh, this guy. See, that guy down there terrified me. Not because he was scary looking, but because he could shoot projectiles at you. I wasn't afraid of how he looked. I was kind of fine with him, actually. Like, I didn't care. He looks kind of wimpy, like you could pick on him, right? But then he started shooting projectiles, and that mood went down south pretty fast. I was like, oh no, he could shoot me. What blasphemy is this? So, yeah, I didn't like him on the grounds that he could do that. But if there was one enemy in this game, just one enemy, that I absolutely hated, it was later down in the fishing area. And I'm gonna hold off into that story until we get there. I remember this part. See, the second you step on those stairs, it goes flat and you can't go up. You're gonna need to wait till you get like the plunger upgrade. But oh man, I remember I was able to get to the very top on the first try. It doesn't seem like I'm able to this time around. Like, I would try everything to get up there before I got that one, power up. So, yeah, I just refused to... I refused to move on until I got to the top. Something that years down the line, I still try and refuse to give up. I think what I'm gonna need to do is either leave the room or die. I'm trying not to die as much because, you know, that makes it a little cheap. But for now, oh, I remember this. I can never get it on the first time. Can never get it on the first time. There we go. Let's see, can I go past there? I mean, yeah, I see the cord, but oh, yeah, we can. Now, if I remember correctly, there's a treasure chest, like, right there, and you might be enticed on opening it. I say don't open it. Whoops. I say don't open it because there's a bat in there, and okay, we have a second attempt. Yeah, we made it! Second attempt! Anthony, couldn't you just wait till you get the power up? No. No. We're not waiting till we get the power up. Do we look like nerds? We're getting this as soon as we could see it. So we jump easily. There we go. I thought we had to jump on it. Apparently you just have to ran. Oh. Okay, that's what it did. That's what it did. I thought it released the bats. Oh, and are you kidding me? Oh, wow. I guess we didn't need that after all. I'll be taking that monster token now. Dude, imagine you're an enemy in a video game, and you have a collectible based on your face, and you just see the main character being this Great Dane, doing these impossible jumps, doing these acts of acrobatics, just to get your token. Like, honestly, I'd be touched. I won't even try to attack him anymore. I'd be like, oh, no, you're cool. Go on. Go ahead. This job sucks anyway. You have any idea how it feels to be a monster in a haunted mansion? It sucks. We don't get paid. The mastermind does not give us breaks. We don't have dental. We don't even get lunch breaks. So you know what? I quit. Thanks for watching my random rants, everybody. I'll see you next time. Take care. Please like and subscribe. And have a happy and safe Halloween.